It is just about the end of the year. It is December 19th today that I am recording this. And I thought I would jump on here and make a video about the books that really shaped 2018 for me and for Downstage Media. So if you are looking for a book that might help you, if you feel like you're making money but you're still always broke, I've got a great book recommendation for that. If you are a small business and want to have a sense of like how to run your business in the day-to-day, like day-to-day operations, hiring, firing, meetings, quarterly meetings, setting goals, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about ways that you can get free books and magazines, not just from the library, like free books and magazines. So, and also just the highlights of some of my favorite books that I read this year. So let's just kind of jump in. If you have some, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you are liking, what you read as well. Okay, so this first one was a recommendation from a client, actually. So Jody Lane recommended the book Traction by Gino Wickman. As you can see, it's all like, I've got tabs and receipt bookmarks and all that kind of stuff. This is what we use in sort of our day-to-day, like how to actually run a company, because they didn't teach me that in theater school. And I wanted to make sure that I was always moving downstage in the right direction. So I love this. This is really great if you are running a theater company or an improv group that tours or a dance studio or just any kind of small business, and you want to create goals and keep to them and just know your day-to-day stuff. This is a really, really helpful book. It's called Traction by Gino Wickman. Oh, I should let you know also that I have a lot of information about these books. More info about them is up on the Downstage Media blog. You could click on them. You can pick them up from Amazon if you want to get them from Amazon or wherever fine books are sold. But yes, so if any of this goes by too quickly and you need to refer to that, feel free to go to downstage.media/blog and you will find it there. All right, the next book, this is, oh no, not that one, this one. The next one is Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. I only have it on my iPad right now. I did put it on my Christmas list, so hopefully I'll have a hard copy too, because I hate thumbing through, like trying to find things in digital books if it's something I need to get quickly. But Profit First is great for anyone whose income is not steady, because it helps you figure out how to ride those peaks and valleys and feel like you have, and not feel like, but actually have a little bit more control over the finances. So with Downstage Media, I wanted to make sure that I was dealing with all the financial stuff in a responsible way and a smart way. And again, they did not teach me that in theater school. And so I knew I needed to bring in some help. So Mike Michalowicz's book, Profit First, has been great. We just started implementing it a few weeks ago, but I'd heard about it from something else, from Donald Miller. So Donald Miller wrote this book, Building a Story Brand. I've referred to this book quite a bit. If you watch any of my WLTW, What I Learned This Week on Instagram Live on Fridays, talk about this book all the time. Oh, wait, look, I forgot to change my thing. Hold on. There we go. Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. This is so fun, especially for actors and theater people, because it breaks down how you should be talking about yourself, your product, like whatever it is, in a way that's going to actually appeal to the people that you're talking to and not just seem like you're talking about yourself or self-effacing, not self-effacing, but self-aggrandizing. So I really love this book. It has helped shape not only how in August, we completely reconfigured the website, like from the ground up. And this book was a big instrument in that. And we've seen so much more traffic, so much more people getting scheduling appointments, so much easier to do that. And just generally people understanding a little bit more what Downstage Media does and how we help people. And I've also started using this when we write newsletters or email blasts for our clients. And we've seen, especially one client in particular, had amazing responses to a series of a website that we built for this client. It was actually a doctor's office in Orlando. Because, we have some clients that are grandfathered in that are not theater related, and we love them. Anyway, so a doctor's office. So we created like a landing page for them, and we totally story branded the landing page. We did a series of emails. We also story branded the series of emails. So that was really pivotal. This book was huge for us this year. So boom, building a story brand. Love this. Again, you can get all of these and more information about all of them on the blog for Downstage Media, www.downstagemedia.com. Now, I thought I would take a quick moment to explain to you how I take in all of these different books. I know 5 books isn't a big deal, but this is only the tip of the iceberg. But for a while, I would really struggle to read because I would start reading and fall asleep promptly within like 3 pages. So I thought I would share with you a little bit about what my process is for reading a book. So one is I am a subscriber to Audible, and I love listening to audiobooks. I mostly listen to them on my phone when I'm on the go. And I know a lot of people will say that they don't have a long commute, so they don't feel like it's valuable for them. I literally have no commute, and I still love Audible, even if I'm just in the car for 5 minutes or 4 minutes. I chipped away at the Robin Williams book, which is a considerable book. Like if you see the Robin Williams biography on the shelf by David Itzkoff, it's like this big. And I think it's like 18 hours to listen to. And it's really like 5-10 minutes at a time that I was listening to it in the fall. And I highly recommend Audible. However, there are some books then that once I read them or once I listen to them on Audible, but I might need to refer to some information, in which case then I get them out of the library. I love the library. And then if I feel like I need to have those books long-term, like something like Building a Story Brand, I'm going to need to refer to later on, or even Traction or Profit First, then I'll actually buy the book. And I usually buy the actual book. But sometimes I also need to get the iPad, the iBooks version or the Kindle version, so that way I can take it with me on the go. So if I'm traveling or something, but I know I'm going to need to implement some of the strategies that are in there. So that's, by then I really know the material. But anyway, those are all different ways that I'm taking in reading. Okay, another one is crushing it. Now, of course, you probably know this. I'm based in New Jersey. I am mere steps away from Gary Vaynerchuk's store wine library. And I've met him a number of times at the store usually. And so he had a new book out this year called Crushing It, which is a very inspiring book because he has an earlier book from a few years back called Crush It, which is all about how you can, I think the tagline is cash in on your passion, and how people then implemented that via blogs, social media, digital marketing, and they were actually able to sort of create careers, run with it. And here, how great entrepreneurs build their business and influence, and how you can too. There you go. So Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk, also a highlight of 2018. So highly recommend that book as well. That one's specifically for social media, and especially for people who are building a brand, which is so often what our clients are doing as actors. So another free thing for how you can get books and stuff for free is if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can get books and magazines for free. Here's how. I'm going to walk you through it. But again, if you go on the blog, I explain it all. So what you do is you download the Kindle app, and I don't have a Kindle. I just use my iPad. So, you download the Kindle app on whatever device. And then you go to an area that it says like Discover down at the bottom, and then you search and Discover, and one of the headings is Prime Reading. Prime Reading means that Prime members can be reading it for free. And there's all kinds of magazines in there, including American Theater Magazine. There's all kinds of books in there. And so that's also another way that you can get some books for free. So I highly recommend getting the most out of your Amazon Prime if you already have it. I mean, not only do you get The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, you also get American Theater Magazine. What else do you need? Anyway, so those are my favorite books from 2018. They didn't all come out in 2018. Some of them did, but not all of them did. I just read them in 2018. So I would love to know what books you love, so that way I could start making my book lists for 2019 and get reading on that. And so let me know below in the comments what books you are loving, and if you've read any of these books themselves, or if you've read any of these books yourself. So if any of that is true, if you want to find out more information, go to www.downstage.media/blog. Get yourself some books, get your brain engaged, get your learn on, and we'll see you soon.